Hello, I am Christian Zaragoza checking in with assignment 6. Today we're talking about our first program where we are playing with bills. Yes, that's it. That's the summary. So to cap it off, we're just going to be taking the internet and gas bills for 12 months each. We're going to then take the lowest monthly bill, highest monthly bill, tell you which one it is. Then we're going to tell you the average monthly bill and then the number of monthly bills below the average. And for that, we have taken the math up library and the scanner. And we are just gonna call our methods internet and gas, though internet is gas, gas is internet, they're the same. For that method, we're just gonna string internet. We're gonna say, hey, check for a new scan input. We have initialized our variables. We int the counter. We set our variables to 0. Probably could have set it here, didn't want to. We print the statement of entry our 12 bills for the internet. We're going to use a loop to count 12 times, how many times to print out the statement, how many times to put internet into the total bills. If internet is greater than 0, we add a counter, and then we also say, hey, check if the internet is higher than the last high recorded amount. If it is, then record high. If it's lower and it does not equal to be low, then we're gonna just say update low for the counter. And then from there we calculate the average which is total bills divided by the counter. Get a v12 because it's a set requirement. And then we have our print statements. We have a little bit of string formatting for the decimal of average. And then we are going to return a complete statement. Although I'm not going to send back a string. And then gas just follows the same principle. So line by line, done. The next program that we'll be showing today is random numbers. It's just arbitrary numbers that are put into an array with a range between 12 and 87. We are going to use math again in a scanner library, and we're going to print out all of this statement. Then we're initializing our variables, where n is number, temp is a holder place, and arbitrary is a integer array with a max cap of right now n, which is 50. And then we're going to loop through the array and say, hey, enter a arbitrary number between this range. And then for another loop, we are gonna go through the whole length of arbitrary. Tell it, hey, if it's not equal to the length for which it is -1, print out a comma because we want to make this look nice. Then we're gonna check if it is the last line that, okay, just space it out by 2 lines. And then we loop again saying, hey, let's take the length, compare, go through the list. J is going to be checking one ahead if it's higher. If it is, then we're going to just put it into temporary, and then temporary goes into arbitrary. So it's just going to reshuffle until it gets through the whole list. And then we're going to talk again and say, hey, the array has been sorted into a ascending order. And this is how we're printing it out, with the very same loop that I had used right up here. Yep, boring. But this is what we do, so let's check our bills. So we got 12,195. And this should be our last one. Okay. And then it says the lowest bill is 1 and the month was the second month. The highest bill was 9,456 and the month was the third month. That is correct. And then the total of the bills are 15,305 from a total of 12 bills. That's a lot of money for 12 months, but not really. Actually, that's pretty low. Low expenditure. And then your 12 gas bills. Okay. Who knows? Maybe you have a really good hotel, or maybe you just use gas a lot for cooking and heating up your water. Who knows? But whatever it is, your gas is not cheap, so let's continue this. And then so the lowest bill is $2 at the very end in the 11th month. The highest bill was 654. That is correct. And that was in the 9th month. The average of the bills are 282. And the total of the bills are 3,392 from a total of 12 bills. So this worked out fine. Let's see. Let's do our random. Okay. So, I shall make an array that is with the arbitrary numbers in the range, and we have said 51 to, 12 to 87 in a non-complete order. It's fine. What did we do? We organized it in ascending order. See 13s, we got our 14s, we got 18, 20, 23s copy. We don't have any number out of order, so it did its job and it is organized. The selection sort has worked out. So that was our 2 programs. Sorry today's video is short, but we have things to do and a weekend to enjoy. You should have a good weekend too.